Good morning and welcome to our digital conference, Digitalization of Culture. Today we talking about about the Actionbound digital treasure hunt and actually the first ever digital escape game from Namibia. We will launch it today and I'm going to welcome Sophie Achinger from Berlin. Guten
Hello.
Morgen.
Good morning.
And Ronja Stang, also from Berlin.
Yeah, good morning.
So you are sitting in a library. You are also librarian?
I am librarian. Yes, I'm a children librarian. And yeah.
Yeah. And Sophie, you are also librarian?
No, I'm not a librarian. I'm a game designer.
Oh, okay. A game designer. Okay. So where should we start? Actionbound. Actionbound. What is Actionbound actually? What is that?
So the game we're launching today is built on a platform called Actionbound. And Actionbound is basically a platform that's supposed to support the educational sector, especially. But nowadays it's used by a whole range of different people who use it for a lot of different use cases. So it's a platform that's used by libraries, museums, universities, schools, but also by companies who do their city tours with it, for example. So basically, Actionbound is a program that allows people to very easily build their own games. And I, for example, I'm coming from theater originally, right? So I did a lot of work with school children, groups of school children, and we also used Actionbound for the children to design their own games. And if we take a short look, maybe, can you see the presentation now?
Yes, we
Very
can.
good. Very good. So because sometimes it's a lot easier if you see a picture. So as you can see, this is like the Actionbound program, which runs on tablets or smartphones, so the Actionbound app. And this means that people can play games that are designed with Actionbound on their smartphone or tablet by just downloading the app. And the app is for free, so everybody can just download the app and play the game. And then this is the other part of Actionbound, the so-called Actionbound Creator. And this is the website where you design your own game. So what's played on the tablet or on the smartphone is designed by people like you and me. So not IT programmers, but normal people on a website. And the designing process looks a little bit like this, for example. So this is a multiple choice element where you can also see these are already answers that are put into the system. And on the left side, you can see this is roughly how it will look like on the phone. And of course, you cannot not only put in text, but also videos, audio files, and so on. And we will see that when we look at the game that we're launching today. And then maybe just a very short look into the app itself. So you download the app, and then so the app is just the medium, basically, right? So it's just a platform where you can find all the different digital treasure hunts, so the bounds, the games that people designed. And there are different ways to find them. You can try it out yourself. So for example, if you are looking for bounds on maths, maybe, then you can go and find a bound and put in maths, and then you will find all the bounds where people put maths in the title or the description. Or you can click on bounds nearby and take a look at what people did around you, basically. So when I go to a new city, I sometimes click that just to take a look. What did people in this city think they want to show me? And then there's also the possibility to scan a code, so to start a bound directly. And this is what we are going to do today. And afterwards you will find or in some days, I don't know how the time scale is supposed to be, but you will find the code also somewhere on the Goethe website, right? No, maybe?
Yeah, not yet. That will come because I just got it yesterday evening, so it's brand new. And but maybe we can tell our viewers if they want to play with us, they can maybe already start to look for Actionbound in the App Store.
Yes, do it.
And so you see how it's written. Look in your Play Store, look for Actionbound and download the app, and then you can play live the escape game that we created together.
Very true.
Yeah?
So very good. Start to download it now if you have internet. If not, don't, because we will also walk you through the game, but yeah, it's a lot nicer if you can play it for yourselves. So download the Actionbound app. It's in the App Store and in the Play Store, available for free. Yeah, did that. And here's just a very short look into how this could look like. You will get a closer look later on when we go through the game. But this is, as you can see, this is an information element with just text and pictures. And if I would scroll down here, I would also have just an OK button to then go on. And here we have our first quiz. It's from a bound on the coronavirus from now 1.5 years ago. So back then it was an interesting question. How is the virus called at all? And you can see here's the possibility to choose something. And on the right side, we also have another quiz. So basically this is how it works, right? You design a succession of screens that then get played for your players. And people do with it a lot of different things. So here you can see how it could look like if people are layouting it a little bit more. And basically you have information elements, quiz elements, which is for Actionbound is everything that has a correct answer. So multiple choice quizzes, putting in a keyword, sorting a list, guessing a number, stuff like that. That's all elements that you could use. There's the possibility to send your players on missions, so to let them take a photo, make a video, record an audio task, stuff like that. And also, of course, there's find location. So you can send people via GPS through your city or your surroundings and let them search for places. You can let them scan QR codes, make surveys, and design little tournaments. And when we take a short look at the end at what are people doing with it, there's a huge range of bounds that people create. That's why we invented the word bound for it, because otherwise we would always have to say the game or city tour or quiz that people are designing. So a bound is all of this together. A bound is everything that's designed with Actionbound. People use it for city tours. So maybe they just use information elements and find location elements and just program a city tour, or they use it for escape games like the one we're playing today, where you have a huge combination of different quiz questions and mission elements. Teachers use it to test their children on a certain topic. People use it for their weddings to create a little photo rally where you have to make a lot of different photos that then gets put on a website afterwards or something. So there's a huge range of use cases. Yeah, I think that's a short first overview. Is there something you would like to add, Detlef?
No, I'm fine. I'm just maybe want to let our viewers know if they have a question, they can put it in the Q&A session down or on the chat, and then we will answer. But I'm fine. Thank you very much, Sophie, for the introduction. But now I'd like oh, sorry, before I would like to talk to Ronja, there's a first question. What's the name of the app? The name of the app is Actionbound. So maybe Sonia, Sophie can maybe write it in the chat when I'm talking. Thank you very much. So Ronja, maybe you can unmute your phone now. And so you are not a game designer. How did you came into this Actionbound? What was your role? Please tell me a little bit. How did you discover Actionbound, and what did you do with Actionbound?
Yeah, as a children's librarian, we already used Actionbounds to bring stories from a book to the children's classes and let them play chapters of a book and answer questions to the books. But when in February this year there was a lockdown in Berlin in Germany and the libraries were closed, the schools were closed, and so the children librarians and me, we sat at home and thought, what could we do to bring the library home to the kids and make it possible for the kids to connect with the library. And so we decided, because my colleagues were huge fans of escape games, we decided to do an escape game ourselves. And with Actionbound, this is very easy. We made a little story where, which you will play later, but where you go into the library and suddenly the light goes off, the doors shut, and you are locked in the library, and you have to find the right key to get outside.
Oh my God, and locked in the library at night, alone.
Yes. You can play it with your parents if it's too spooky to you, but yes, that was the idea, and it was very easy to do this with Actionbound. But what we wanted to do was the children to play it on their own at home. So it should mostly be a good experience. It should be fun. It's not an information about the library. It's not a tour through the library. It's just a fun game in the library. And yeah, that's why we started to make a little game. And yeah, we did also decide not to put too much text in it. You will see this later. Most of the text is spoken in audio, so you can hear it, because many of the kids who live here around libraries do not read very well, or don't like to read too much text blocks. And it's also fun to hear the animals speak to you. And this was our most important thing, to make the kids enjoy the game.
Yeah, and then you shared your knowledge on YouTube, and I saw it. And I thought, that is maybe a good idea also to bring that to Namibia and to have this bound in English. So then I started contacting you and asking, can't we do that in English? I would like to have your bound in English. And you said yes.
Yes, that's
but you were not alone, eh? Who was included? Who did the bound? How many people were working on it?
We were 3 children librarians. And yes, each of us had something to give into the bound. Like a colleague of mine is the escape game, is playing them on their own, and did know many good ideas for logic or quiz mode games. And another colleague of mine was doing the audios, and I drew the illustrations. So we were a good team. And also we hadn't much other things to do in the lockdown, so we were very quick in doing this game. But it was also very important to communicate it in a good way, because it was lockdown. We couldn't speak person to person to the family, so we communicated through social media and newspapers to the families. And also we gave the game to teachers who were very thankful, because they also didn't know so many things to do in the lockdown, to give the kids at home, because it was a new situation for them too. So yeah, that's how it spread. And today almost 700 people played the game, and we had only a few weeks work on it. And for example, now Detlef is playing the same, using the same game. So it goes on, and we don't have to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think after the launch right now, we also can bring that game not only to Windhoek, we can bring the game to areas where there is no library and the people can't go in the library, but feeling like they're in the library, and promote the library itself as well. Yeah, should we have a look how the game looks like?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I think Sophie can take over.
Yes.
Maybe you can explain a little bit again, if somebody would like to play at the same time.
Absolutely.
What they might do.
I'm already prepared to do that.
Oh, okay, good. Then let's see.
Okay, so don't worry, we will take a look at the app for everybody that didn't download the app until now. We will also take a look at the game. But if you downloaded the app, or if you didn't, but you still want to play the game yourself while we're talking here, please download the Actionbound app via the App Store or the Google Play Store. After you downloaded the app, let's take a look. Can you guys see the Let's View? Yeah? I cannot see you, so if you're nodding, I cannot see you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is an app that helps me to show you my phone. And after you downloaded the app, this is the start screen that you can see. If the app is not in English, so to play the bound in English, your app needs to be in English. So please go on settings. I clicked on settings now and change the language to English from whatever is in there. And then we go back. And then you have this little square here saying scan code. And I have a QR code for you. So you will click on scan code, then the camera will open and you will scan the QR code. And I will change the screen sharing for a second to share with you the QR code. So this is the QR code. If you have the app open, please click on scan code and scan this code. I can also post in the chat, because then if people come later or are not quick enough now, then you can also see the QR code here. So in the chat, there's also a file with this QR code that you can just open and then start the game. I will scan it now myself, so we can also start the game for everybody who doesn't play it on their phone right now. But as I said, it's highly recommended that you download it yourself and play it for yourself on your own phone. So let's take a look. Okay, now the app doesn't want me to share it. Just a second. A little more time for everybody to download the app. Now it doesn't want to share anymore. It shared until now. Now it doesn't.
So I make you as host. Maybe that will help.
No, the screen sharing is not the problem. The Let's View app is the problem.
Oh, okay.
So I have to reconnect. Because just for everybody to understand, I'm playing it on my phone, obviously, but so you can, to let you all see what I'm doing, we're using an app, and the app doesn't want right now.
Maybe I can share again to give you a little bit more time. Share the QR code. So if you want, if you open the Actionbound app, and then you scan this QR code, and so that you can, and then you can start playing the game. So
how do I, here's the question, how do I scan the QR code? So you open the Actionbound app that you downloaded before on your phone. And when you open the app, there's a little square on the upper left, upper right corner that says scan code. And then you click on that, the camera opens, you scan the code.
I'm going to share my screen again. So here, this is when you open the app for Actionbound, you will see that screen, and then you click on scan code here in the Actionbound itself, and you hold it in front of the QR code, in front of this one here. Yeah, I think that is clear now. So open your Actionbound app and use this scan code and scan this code here. That code will be also then soon on our website. So and you can in the future, when you go to the Actionbound, when you say find a bound, then you will find it, I think, when I look up in the library. No? I think that's a title.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Actually, it works again. So let's take a look. And if you have any questions, just post them in the chat. Detlef, maybe I will present for 10 minutes now, so we have time for a little bit of questions afterwards, or how's the time idea right now?
Sorry, I must unmute. 10 to 15 minutes is fine.
Okay, good. So after you scan the QR code, there will be this little window. So, and also, I mean, this is kind of the experience now that we're sharing here, that, for example, if you give it to school children, or if you give it to any visitors of the library or somebody else, this is the experience they have, right? So everybody who plays the game has this experience that we're sharing here now. So everybody's supposed to put in a name. Of course, this can also be a nickname. I'm putting in Sophie for now, and agree to the terms and conditions, and then we go. Here it says, you can see this is the picture of the Goethe library, so you could put in pictures as well. Today you decided to visit the library at the Goethe-Institut. Go look around. You look around curious. And there we have another picture and another information screen. You're excited to see that you can even listen to audiobooks at the library. You immediately grab a pair of headphones, make yourself comfortable in a nice chair, and start to listen. The story is exciting and funny and sad and beautiful. You keep listening and listening. Suddenly, the light goes out. You hear a key in the lock, and then everything is silent. Have you been locked in? You run to the door and shake it. Drat, it's locked, and you can see the librarian riding away on her bike. You'll have to spend the night at the library, unless you find a way to escape. Suddenly, you hear a sound. And then here you can see there's a picture on top and also a little window letting you press the play button below. And you can see up here, Drast right on top, maximum 100 points. So this is now our first quiz question. So you can get points if you get it right. So I will try to let you hear the sound through my headphone. Let's see whether that works. Could you hear anything?
Yes.
Okay. So, and the question is, what was that loud crash? A CD from the music library, a big picture book, a thin comic book, or a small card game? I'll play the sound again. So you can post it in the chat. A big picture book is the answer posted in the chat. Let's try it out. Here we go. Ka-ching, 100 points. Very good. FJ, you answered correctly. So let's go on. So, and if you are playing the game by yourself on your own phone, of course, you can also try it around a bit, maybe with sometimes putting in the wrong answer or something, just to take a look at what happens. But here we go on. Please post in the chat if I'm too fast. If you have a big enough screen, take a good look at this picture because there's some information hidden here. Exactly, such a loud bang can only be a picture book. You creep cautiously towards the children's books. There must be someone here, but you don't see anyone at first glance. But you have the funny feeling that there's someone watching you. Can you see the little eye that's here in the middle of the books that Ronja put in masterfully? Do you see anyone here? So maybe this is a question for the people that have it on their own phone or that have a big screen right now where they're looking at it, because you have to look very closely. Iguana, spider, crocodile, lizard, chameleon, caterpillar, or ant.
Can we make the picture bigger?
No, I don't think so. Can
But we have an answer.
Sure. There's an answer already. Chameleon. A lot of people are answering chameleon, chameleon, chameleon. Very nice. Let's put that in. The answer is correct. I don't know whether you can hear the ka-ching, the satisfying ka-ching that comes when you answer correctly. I can hear it. Thank you very much. Another correct answer. Let's take the next step. Here it is, the chameleon. It's a chameleon. Surprised, you burst forth. What's a chameleon doing in the library? The chameleon turns red. And now here we have the first of our audio files that were recorded by a very gifted speech artist. And since you cannot hear my phone, I will play it for you. Let's see whether it works.
Yikes! You found me. But really, the question is, what's a kid doing here in the library in the middle of the night?
Okay, could you hear something?
Yes, we could hear it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay,
I forgot that you can't see us.
Yeah, I can't see you right now. Maybe I can change a bit around my windows. Hopefully I can see you then. No, I just can't see you. I'm sorry. Okay, so very good. Then this also works. That makes me very happy. So you explain your situation to the chameleon and ask it for help. And there we have another audio file.
I can help you, but you have to help me first. The books here have gotten completely out of order. Can you help me sort them out into the different colors of the rainbow? Unfortunately, I'm colorblind, and I can't do it by myself.
The chameleon turns red again. Who ever heard of a colorblind chameleon? Can you help?
Sorry, Sophie, we have the picture is hidden by the sound.
There we go.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let me sort this. Okay, now you can see the whole picture, right?
Yes, now
very
it's fine.
good, because now I have the folder with the audio files and the picture. So now I can properly go on. Thank you, Detlef. Can you help the chameleon out of a tough spot and put the colors in the order of the rainbow? So now it's your turn again in a little interactive game here.
How are we going to do that? Should we say it or write it down, or?
Yeah, I mean, somebody could put the first color in the chat, right? And then somebody puts the second.
The first color down.
Somebody already put like all the colors in the chat. Very good. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Let's check it out.
Wow, they're quick and healthy also.
A lot of very quick, smart people here. So let's see, red, orange. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just dragging the colors around on my screen. Yellow, green, indigo, blue, violet, red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, violet. That's what your answer is. No, that's wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, that's the wrong answer, it says. We can now let us be shown a clue. And the clue is, look at the chameleon more closely. And I think what happened here, maybe we should clarify this. This is a very important feedback for me as a designer. I have to clarify this question. I think what happened here is that it wasn't clear in which order we're supposed to put it in. Oh, no, we're just wrong with the blue and the indigo. Oh, a lot of people put it right. I just looked at the last answer that was put in by Helvi, and there it's the wrong way around. But Paulina, for example, was right.
Paulina was right. And,
as you can see, before I now put it in, as you can see, we can see here, after answering wrongly, we can see here, all of them are right. And the one in the bottom is also right because they all have this little tick right next to them. And those two are the ones that are not correct. So I will change.
Can you replay again?
Can I do what? Sorry?
No, you can replay again. You can try again to get the right answer.
I now changed the order, as you can see. Now it's blue and then indigo. Let's try it. Aha, correct. We get 90 points, not 100 points, because we answered wrong in the beginning, right? But we have our 90 points. Thank you very much, everyone. You're so fast with the colors of the rainbow. I never know them. But yeah, I'm very impressed. So, next question.
You thought also there is a hint on the chameleon.
Yeah,
so
there is
have
a hint on the chameleon.
Yeah.
yeah. If you take a closer look at the chameleon, let's see here. You can see the colors of the rainbow here.
Very clever. Was that your idea, Sonja? Ronja?
That was Ronja's idea. Oh, I mean, it wasn't the original German bound. I also found it very smart.
Yes, but it was not, I didn't think of it, but we had the picture and we saw there are the rainbows. We can do it as a hint.
Good job. That's the right order. Now you can put the books on the shelf for me. Find books in all the colors of the rainbow at home and sort them into the proper order. Then take a picture. If you don't have books in the right colors, you can also use clothes or anything else. So now the children are supposed to search for books in the colors of the rainbow or clothes, whatever they have at home. And after finding those, you can press add. And then you can see there is now my camera, my phone camera opening, and I can take a picture. Let's take a picture. I'm not sorting things in the color of the rainbow. No, I'm taking a picture of this little sticker. So this is our picture. Now I can choose whether I want to take it with a tick on the left, whether I want to take another picture with this little arrow here, or with a cross. I would leave the screen and the picture gets deleted. So I'm gonna confirm the picture, and now the let's view is a bit wobbly because I'm already at another place here. What's going on? What's going on with this app?
So what we see now is just the software from your that shows your app. Now successfully connected device is mirroring your PC. It's not the app itself. It's a software that allows to share what you see on your smartphone, to share it on Zoom on the laptop or an other device.
It's not working, so I have to restart. But maybe that's a good point anyway, to let you ask maybe already a few questions if you have questions. Maybe you go on a little bit further, but not much in the game after But if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the...
Of course, if you can't find something with rainbow colors, of course, let the children draw themselves a rainbow. That's maybe the easiest way to get something in order with the rainbow colors. Draw it yourself, a rainbow.
Yeah, I think that maybe we could put in the hint or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very happy you enjoyed our little game until now. Helvi said this was fun.
But the child is still locked.
The child is still locked, and my technical stuff here is on again, so we could go on a little bit if you want to, Detlef.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you must find at least one key, you know.
Yeah, okay, let's try to find at least one key. So I added a picture. I'm finished with this mission. Come on, finish. Oh, there's a mistake. I will make a note. Because there's a picture normally and another audio file.
It's supposed to be your picture that you've made, no?
What do you mean? No, it's not your picture that you, no. This
Okay.
is the chameleon again, maybe? Let's see.
Super. That looks great. Come with me. I know where they keep the keys in here. And then you can open the door and go home.
I think it's supposed to be the chameleon here. So the chameleon knows where the keys are, and it shows the board where the keys are stored to us. You follow the chameleon through the dark halls of the library until you find a board where the keys are stored. There they are. Which key is it? Before you can figure it out, you hear an uncanny rumble. Scared, you look around. What is this? Let's see whether you can hear the audio file. Was that loud enough?
Yeah.
So, aha, there we go again. Quick thinkers here in the audience. I see elephant in the chat. I put in elephant. Catching. We are correct. Was that an elephant? The chameleon rolls its eyes, annoyed.
That's certainly just our elephant. If you have something to say, just come out, little elephant.
There's an elephant coming round the corner, but it's not any bigger than a mouse. A pretty grumpy mouse.
I'm not the little elephant. I'm the terrifying king of the savannah.
Savannah? You don't know a thing about the savannah. You've never even left the library.
So what? I know everything about the savannah from the Benny books. But there's something wrong. Can you help me? After that, I'll take a look at this key issue.
Okay. So the elephant asks us for help, and again, for whatever reason, I don't know why, the picture is not shown. I would check that out right after we finished here. Do you know that this is basically a picture of the elephant with the Benny books? The Benny books are it's going to be explained here anyway. Do you know the Benny books? You can really color a lot in them. You'll find them at the library of the Goethe-Institut. And now we have another audio file.
I like to color in the pictures. And I sing while I work. Can you sing me an elephant song? Maybe you know one. Or maybe you can make one up.
Okay, and now the children or you could record a little song.
Does anybody know an elephant song? And I've learned one in the kindergarten, but I know it only in German. It sounds like that. Was müssen das für Bäume sein, wo die großen Elefanten spazieren gehen, ohne sich zu stoßen? Links sind Bäume, rechts sind Bäume und dazwischen Zwischenräume, wo die großen Elefanten spazieren gehen, ohne sich zu stoßen.
Stimmt. I know the same one, actually, and also somebody posted in the chat right now that they sang Ellie the Elephant, Colors and Colors. Yeah, thank you for this little performance, Detlef. This was really nice. I couldn't record it, unfortunately, because I have my headphones on, but this is how it would work, right? So people click on start recording, record their song. Detlef knows which one he would sing, and then you have this recording down here. You can press play again to listen to it again, and you can finish. Here the picture is working again, apparently. So the elephant says,
"Thanks. I'll listen to it whenever I color. In return, here's a clue from me."
So, and the clue from the elephant is the correct key has no chain.
Okay.
Oh, you got the first clue. But it could still be lots of different keys. Let's look for my friend, Dr. Donna Dino. She'll know what to do.
Okay, so we would start into the next level now, which is Donna Dino, a dinosaur in the library who reads a lot, obviously, and poses the next question, which will be, apart from a few multiple choice things, so now the children will record an audio themselves or a video themselves explaining Donna Dino, what their favorite children's book is and what makes it great. And you will meet two other animals as well, or one other animal after that point, but I won't spoil it for you because you want to play it yourselves, right? So, but this is what will happen.
Meaning each animal gives another clue to find out which one of the keys is the correct one to get out of the library. And yeah, and I think you enjoyed it so far. But I must, first of all, I must say thank you to Ronja again, because the main idea of this gap, like in German you say Drehbuch, came from you, Ronja, from the library in Berlin.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm very happy to let it play more people. And it was really fun to hear new voices and a bit of a new story. Yeah, that's a good thing about Actionbound. Then you can easily copy the games, but of course you have to ask the people who made it. But often it's okay if you copy it and change it or adjust it to your place if you don't want to make up a completely new game. And there was also a question in the chat if we made it with Actionbound, if we made the escape game with Actionbound, and yes, we did. Maybe we could show the other side, the creator side, one more time, so you can imagine how we did the game.
Yeah, I thought about the same thing actually right now. So let's see. Here I have it. So I will. So this is the other side, kind of. You can see it now here in German because the translation would be a little bit difficult to show to you right now. But of course, also the original game could have been put here in any language whatsoever. This is a duplicate, so even if I change something now, don't worry, it won't be changed in the real game. But you can see here, right? Maybe you remember this Goethe-Institut photo is this Goethe library photo in the beginning. So this is the first screen on top of my creator. Is this informational screen. Here's the picture, here's the text. And then when I scroll down, you can see how this whole thing, like, it's quite easy actually, right? So every screen has its expression here. So in the beginning, we had 4 information screens. The first with a picture of the library, then with the headphones, then with the headphones with the little drawings around. And then here you can see suddenly the light goes out. And here also I can play the sounds, for example. And let's go.
Can you see on the right side on the right side here, there you put in the answers, and you must also, of course, define which one is the correct one. Like if you can see here, the chameleon was the right one. You give options, but you must also say which one is the right answer.
Exactly. And if I go on edit here, I could see, aha, I put in a picture, I put in a text. I can change how many points people get. I can put in more pictures or video or audio files. And here I put in, as I said before, this is now all in German, but I mean, you get the gist, right? It's leguan, iguana, spider, crocodile, lizard, chameleon, and here I put in like which is the correct answer. And this I can change all the time during my design process. And I could even, like, for example, I said on one occasion now, like that's a very important feedback for the designer. So if I know, so here's the question with the correct colors, and maybe I feel like I should say which way around, right? Because people could also try to sort it from violet to red. So I could now say, please start with red. I put it in here, I save it, and here it is, a little sentence that I put to it. Yeah, so this is how it works basically. Of course, there's some different kinds of elements that you can use. We said a little bit about that before, but if I want to add an information screen here between those two screens, then I would click on the plus and on information, and that I could add an information screen. If I wanted to add another quiz, I could click on the plus and say, I want to ask which color has an elephant, and the answer could be red, blue, gray, or green, and then I would define gray is the right answer and add it, and here it is. Of course, this now doesn't have a picture or anything because I just put it here very quickly, but you can see how it works. And of course, you could still put in a picture or do with this whatever you would like to do. And this is how this whole thing was made, right? So this is basically the basic structure that I got from Ronja and her colleagues for their German bound. Then I started to fill in different pictures for the library. We changed some animals around. I changed the order of some things or some tasks at certain points. And that's all in here. I did all that here in the creator, and I changed stuff around. So maybe just as a short overview.
And maybe I can explain the menu, the language of the menu will be in English if your language of the computer is English. So it will, don't worry, it won't be in German, except your computer, the main language is in German. So you will get all the instructions like new bound. It doesn't say neuer bound, it says new bound, and click here to create a new bound. That in this instruction, there will be all in English. Yeah,
I can prove that. So now I changed the language to English, and you can see it.
Now we have points, no Punkte anymore.
Yeah. Now if I click edit,
yeah,
info screens may consist of text or media, content, and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the add-on.
Yeah. So it's actually not that difficult. I think everybody will be able to create a game, or it's maybe starting with a simple quiz and getting more and more experience to play a bound. So, but if you want yourself create something, you must then open an account at Actionbound, which is Does it cost? What does it cost? Does it cost anything?
So basically what you do is, so on the level of process, right, you go on the Actionbound website that you can see here, and right up here in the right corner where now my mail address is put in, is shown, you can register for an account. And if you just want to try it out and play around with it a little bit, you don't have to pay anything, you could just try it out. But Actionbound, of course, is also a company that needs to pay people like me, for example. So what we want, so playing a game, playing a bound, for example, the bound that we played right now, is always for free. So for the children or for you or for whomever, you can download the app for free and you can play everything you find in there, and every code you can scan with the app for free. No questions asked. But if you want to produce your own bounds, and you don't do it privately or as to test something out, but you, as the Goethe-Institut now, for example, want to publish a bound with your institution, or use it in an educational context, or use it in a professional context because you have a company, then you need a license just to design, right? So if you want to create a bound, you need a license. If you want to play a bound, you need nothing. And you can click yourself through our website actually to take a look. So for schools, for example, it starts with a teacher's license for 49 euros a year. So it's really very affordable. In case you don't find yourself in here, or you say, I have a project that somehow doesn't fit those categories, then please just, or I cannot pay what's here in there, then please just write us an email at sales@actionbound.de or actionbound.com, and just explain shortly what your project is and what you want to use it for, and ask whether we can find a solution. And normally we do. So don't be shy, just contact us and we will see what we can do.
Maybe I can add that we really love to create a kind of group to create some new bounds at the Goethe-Institut with some small, we are in a small group, and we are looking for people they're interested in, and I hope that can be realized next year. For, let's say, a rally through the city and find some different items, maybe for tourists or so. But let's see if we can create a group, then we can work on our account, and then from there on see how the Actionbound spread through the country. Yeah, but I see we are running out of time. It's 10 o'clock already here in Namibia. In Germany, it's 9 o'clock. I know. Since last week, they've changed the time. Maybe we can give the people again a chance to ask some questions. Or did we answer all the questions? I think we did. So, okay, then I can just maybe thank you very much, Sophie, for your work to help us with the action, with that English version. And thank you very much, Ronja, for the idea, for your idea to use. And I hope you also can use it then in the future for, yeah, the people that want to learn English, maybe. Yeah.